trip alone?
Probably a C. I think we had one really good win that'll do us some good down the road against an Arizona State team that I think will make some noise in the Pac-12. And then, played 20 good minutes of good basketball against San Diego State. Did not play well against GW, and then bounced back the way I hope we would against Long Beach. So, there's certainly some things we can learn from the trip, some things that we can take from it, both good and bad. But the reality of it is, 8 days is a long. I felt like we went and played in a bowl game or something. I mean, we were gone forever.
Have you made a decision on Roddy whether to keep him as a starter or off the bench? Or
No,
is that a game by game?
That's a game by game, and we just, I didn't like the way we were playing, and when you're not maybe functioning at the level that you think you need to, you try to get your best players on the floor. And, without question, he's one of our best players. He's proved that, and of everybody on our team, he's probably, when you consider who's playing at the highest level, the closest to their potential right now. Ethan's probably right up there.
Ethan and Doug both said that the thing they learned was you got to bring it every night. Your target is even bigger this year, having to move to the Big East. Is that good to hear?
Yeah, that's where you want your program to be, and that's the type of respect you'd like to have. But at the same time, we have to understand that we're not built, like a Louisville, where just the fact that you're long and you're athletic and your front of your jersey says Louisville, and you're probably still going to win against a team that maybe isn't quite to your level. And certainly not taking away anything from GW. They're 7-1, and they've beaten some good teams. But that's a game I felt like we should have won had we did what we needed to do.
This Nebraska game, as you well know, this is a big game for not only you but the fans. How do you look at this game?
Well, it's a very important game for both teams. Both teams, I think, have a couple of losses and some decent wins to go along with it. But it's about basketball in the state of Nebraska, and for that evening anyway, everybody's thinking about basketball in the state, and that's pretty cool. And I've been part of these rivalries all the way back to the start of my Division I head coaching career with Northern Iowa and Northern Iowa and Iowa State, and then of course Iowa State, Iowa when I was over in Ames. So it's fun for the fans. It's an exciting build up to the game, but at the end of the day, we're going to play a much improved Nebraska basketball team, and we have to have 3 good days of preparation.
You're 10-0 against Tim. Do you have his number, or that?
On the golf course or on the basketball court?
On the basketball.
I knew I got him on a golf course more times than not. But, we've played in some really tight games, and we've been lucky to come out on the top. But, Tim's a heck of a basketball coach. He's doing a great job. They're building that program the way that he wants, and it's, watching their team last year compared to their team this year, it's a difference of night and day. They're a much improved team.
Is that a size thing, talent thing across the board? How are they different?
I think there's more offensive options than what he had last year. And, you can see him getting a little bit better with each game. Obviously, he's brought a lot of new pieces together, and trying to make them function as one is always a challenge in the early going. But you can see that they're starting to understand what his expectations are. And, Tim's always done a good job coaching his teams defensively. But, this team on the offensive end has many more weapons than what he had a year ago.
You guys don't communicate during the year, do you?
We text every once in a while. We've been friends for 20-some years.
Sure.
So. He'll send out a goofy tweet, and I'll text him and tell him how ridiculous I thought it was. But obviously outside of this game, I'm pulling for him and his staff. He's got a great group of guys that work for him.
Billy Blue Jay is going to debut the new mascot. Have you seen it?
What do you mean? I'm wearing it.
Here he is.
I have not seen it, so I will be as surprised as everyone else when he finally makes his appearance.
Did you see the picture of Doug riding the roller coaster that was going around Twitter with Goodman?
I just saw the photo. I haven't seen any of the footage or anything.
Is that what he's always like as a kid, or has he gotten worse? Or?
Yeah, he's always been kind of scared of that kind of stuff. So, had I known he was going to have the game he had against GW, he would have avoided the roller coasters for a day.
Okay.
He said you guys